From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens News Podcast. Local news you can use about Athens and Clark County, all in 7 minutes. And now, here are your top stories.
In the Georgia Bulldogs season opener against UT Martin, they secured a 48-7 victory. Although they started slow with only 17 points in the first half and numerous punts, they improved in the second half. Standout performances included Brock Bowers, who was a force to reckon with, catching 5 passes for 77 yards and scoring a rushing touchdown. However, the Bulldogs missed a chance for a touchdown before halftime due to a questionable play call. Starting quarterback Carson Beck had a solid debut but needs improvement for a playoff run. Backup quarterback Brock Vandagriff showed promise with a touchdown pass. Walk-on Mekhi Mews impressed with a 54-yard touchdown reception. Dominic Lovett had a disappointing debut, dropping contested catches. On the defensive side, Malaki and Javon Bullard showcased strong tackling. Mykel Williams recorded a crucial sack, and the Bulldogs excelled at stopping third down conversions. Overall, Georgia's performance in Week 1 should be seen in context, with room for improvement going forward. This from UGA Wire. Athens Clark County Mayor Kelly Girtz, along with 43 other mayors in the state, sent a letter to Governor Brian Kemp in the General Assembly urging action to reduce gun violence. They highlighted that gun violence is a leading cause of death among children, and Georgia is a significant source of illegal firearms. The mayors compared the effort to combat gun violence to improving water and air quality and road safety, suggesting the governor has the power to make a difference. Their proposed solutions include bolstering behavioral health support, expanding background checks, preventing risky gun purchases, addressing high-capacity weapons, and implementing safe gun storage requirements. This from the Red and Black. Chris Nichols, a current officer with the Athens Clark County Police Department, has announced his candidacy for the office of Jackson County Sheriff in the 2024 election. Nichols, who currently serves as a captain and administrative division commander, has been with the police department since 2001, starting as a patrol officer. The current Jackson County Sheriff, Janice Magnum, announced a year ago that she would not seek re-election for a 4th term. Another candidate, Jackson County Sheriff's Captain Dale Dillow, also declared his candidacy. Given the county's population of about 84,000, more candidates may join the race before the 2024 primaries. Nichols emphasized the importance of strong law enforcement community relations in building a safer future for Jackson County. He has a background in emergency medical instruction and is involved in various community roles. This from the Athens Banner Herald.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing my career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my 2nd year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
Here are some things you're talking about on social media. This from the Athens Clark County News Facebook page. Kelly Brown posted ISO, or in search of, an HVAC specialist to investigate an odd, stale cigarette smoke smell that has been overwhelming in our home the past few weeks. We have lived in our home for over a year, do not smoke, and have never smelled this until recently. Ideas or similar experiences also welcome. Thank you, others commented. Michelle Cole said, do you live in an older apartment or duplex by chance? When we lived in a duplex, we had issues with odors from the other side. Turns out the attic was open above both units and the bathroom fans were vented into the attic. When the AC kicked on, it would pull air from one unit into the other, so we would get odors from their side and they would get odors from ours. Venting the bathroom fans outside of the building solved the issue. Tracy Lattimore posted ghost with a ghost emoji. Ann Dawson weighs in with odd question, but have you had COVID recently and lost your sense of smell? I know a lot of people, myself included, that smelled cigarette smoke constantly as the sense of smell returned. Deborah Arnball says, check your dryer vent inside and outside. If built-up lint gets hot, it smells like smoke and it can catch fire. There are a couple of videos showing how you can do it from inside behind the dryer using a leaf blower. That's what I do. Also, there were a lot of other comments asking her different questions to get this issue solved for her without having to spend a lot of money. Nike is honoring the Georgia Bulldogs, two-time national champions, with a dedicated shoe as part of the NCAA Air Max collection. The collection includes 10 universities, such as Florida, Ohio State, Texas, and Alabama. The Georgia shoes feature the school's signature red, black, and white colors along with the university logo on the tongue. These shoes are priced at $109.99 and available at Fanatics, coinciding with the Bulldogs season opener. Georgia has a favorable schedule aiming for an unprecedented third straight national championship, with most of their early games being at home and only facing two ranked teams in their regular season slate. This from Fox 5. In Emmanuel County, a shooting incident occurred involving Johnny Lee Dixon Jr., 35, who is suspected of shooting two individuals. The first incident took place on Harrison Drive in Swainsboro, where Frederick P. Anthony, 33, was found with multiple gunshot wounds. He was hospitalized and later transferred to an Augusta trauma center. Shortly afterward, another call reported a break-in and shots fired on Glenwood Road in Swainsboro involving the same suspect, Dixon, who had already fled. Fortunately, there were no injuries during this second incident. Johnny Lee Dixon Jr. eventually turned himself in at the Emmanuel County Detention Center around 10:30 a.m. Sunday, and he had a gunshot wound to the right side of his chest. Authorities are investigating the circumstances of Dixon's injury, and no law enforcement officers were involved in the shooting incidents. Dixon was subsequently taken to an Augusta trauma center for treatment. This from WSB-TV. The Athens Clark County Commissioners have approved redevelopment resolutions for Georgia Square Mall, advancing plans by the Laven Group to revitalize the mall's area on Atlanta Highway. The redevelopment plan includes bike and pedestrian paths connecting to parking lots with bike storage and repair facilities, replacement of approximately 20 acres of sidewalks and parking lots with parks and green space, addition of 3 traffic circles, pedestrian crosswalks and pathways, updates to flood-prone areas, enhancements to retail storefronts, including a courtyard and improved pedestrian experiences, new paving, curbs, and planting over 1,000 trees, replacement of about 24,500 square feet of greenery, and utility updates. The $650 million redevelopment project, spanning about 70 acres, is one of the largest in Athens history. It includes a new Athens Clark County Transit transfer station, aiming to expand service and benefit residents on the west side of Athens. A maintenance plan with a $100,000 escrow account for infrastructure upkeep is also part of the project. The redevelopment aims to not only address immediate needs, but also contribute to the community's long-term sustainability. This from the Athens Banner-Herald.
Thanks for listening to the Athens News Podcast. Make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.